Alright, parabola is something that we are already familiar with, and parabola is a conic section, and you get a parabola if you slice your cone so that the slice you make is parallel to that edge there. That slice is parallel to that edge. Then what you get is a shape that looks something like, get rid of all of that rubbish. So what you get is a shape that looks like that, which is kind of like a parabola. So, well, kind of like a parabola, it is a parabola. So, in terms of conics, X and Y, our parabola that we have actually sits on its side like so, which is a bit different than what we used to. We do have focus here. We have a directrix, so over here. And again, when we're looking at a point, and we're looking at that distance from that point to that point P, and the distance from there to the directrix, those two lengths are in fact equal for a parabola. Alright, so now also, I'm going to say here is if our focus here is at A, then our directrix goes through there at negative A. Alright, so for a parabola, what do we have? We have eccentricity is equal to 1. And of course that means that FP over PD, where D is there, is equal to 1. In this case we've got our centre is at 0, 0. Eccentricity is 1, focus here is at F, which is A and 0, and a directrix is only one of them for a parabola. At X equals negative A. And the equation then of that, which I'm going to have to squeeze down and put up in here, the equation is y equals a x squared for a x squared. And if you want to see the proof of all of that, you can see that in your textbook, page 347. Alright, of course if we have a translation, and we get a translation, so here's our parabola, and say it's translated up to here, like so. There we've got our focus, we've got our directrix there, through there, and our centre, which is this point right here, is at H and K. So let's have a look and see what happens here. Alright, so just everything gets translated, so our focus here is at A plus H. Okay, our directrix, where it goes through here, is at H minus A. Alright, so for a centre HK, or vertex we should be calling it here. So here we've got a vertex at H and K. We have foci at A plus H and K, and we have a directrix at X equals minus A plus H. And eccentricity, of course, is 1, and our equation then is y minus k squared equals 4a x minus h. Alright, so that's a parabola, different sort of parabola. It's part of conic section. So it's a little bit different than what we normally have been used to in as far as our parabolas are concerned, but remember we're used to of the form x squared. Now, when you have a look at this, these ones are y squared in terms of x, so that's why our parabolas have gone from looking like that to looking like sideways. Okay, because they that slight change in the equation. Alright, let's have a look at some examples then. Okay, we'll look at two examples. First one. Sketch y squared equals 8x, showing all features, I'll call it, say. Okay, so it's like there's no translation in it, so it's got to be y squared equals 4ax, boom. So if it's in that form, it's y squared equals 4 times 2x, and so from that, a equals 2. So if a equals 2, then what that means then is we have focus at a and 0, which is 2 and 0, directrix at negative a, so x equals negative a, negative 2, and there's our information that we have. Alright. Okay, so we have focus at 2, 0. Here's our focus. The only other thing I didn't put in was our vertex, which is 0, 0. Our directrix of x equals negative 2. So there's our directrix. And of course our vertex at 0, 0. There's our focus. So this goes something like that. Marvellous. And so there we are. All drawn. Okay, so let's look at one where we have some translation. Okay, so sketch y squared equals negative 12x minus 5. Showing all features. Alright. In this case, when we look at this, we find that h equals 5 and k equals 0. So that means we have vertex at 5 and 0. 12 here. It's got to be equal to 4a. It's got to equal negative 12. So from that a equals 3, negative 3. So once we found that, our focus, which is a plus h and k, will be negative 3 plus 5, which is 2, and 0. And our directrix, which is at x equals minus a plus h, is x equals 3 plus 5, so x equals 8. For that, so we then need to draw it. 2, 6, 7, 8. 4, 8. Alright, so x and y. Alright, putting in our features, our vertex is at 5 and 0, so our vertex is there. Our focus is at 2 and 0, so there's our focus. Our directrix is at x equals 8, so there's our directrix. And so we've now got everything that we need in there. So this goes something like that. Alright. So you notice this one, of course, facing the opposite way. The reason it's facing the opposite way is because we have negative there. Alright, so that's it. So that's exercise 10C. That's set number 3 on your worksheet.